Hey, Fordham fans, Donnie, Dwyer, the Sports Cycle here with Fordham legend Marcus Stout. And Marcus, what does it feel like being back on campus here in the Rose Hill Gym where you've had so many good memories and moments?
It feels great, just to be back and just the amount of love that was shown and all the memories and good times we had. It's a great feeling.
What was your favorite moment here? My favorite team was the 2006 team, just because you had just Jermaine Anderson, McCray, just a bunch of guys who really came together. Hardcore defense, only allowing like 60 points a game. But what was your favorite year here?
My favorite year, I think, was my junior year, just because of the fact that we took that next step up and to finish top 4 in the conference, had a winning record, and I thought we had a good chance to, continue to take that upward step. So I think overall, team-wise and personal-wise, my junior year.
I was talking to Brian Dunstan, and he's like, we just got shafted that year when we went 18-12. Didn't get in the NCAA tournament, no NIT. How do you feel about not even getting postseason tournament when you had such a good year?
Yeah, that was tough, man. We had that. There's a call that always sticks on my mind, the charging call against Rhode Island. I felt that I would have ended that game like I had done a few that season. So, I think that was the year. I thought our senior year didn't go as planned, but that was the year, man. I thought we finally reached the pinnacle. Like, we worked so hard to get there. But, everything happened for a reason, so it was all good.
And what was good is afterwards you were able to play overseas for a bit. Talk about what it's like from playing college ball to playing overseas with professional.
It's definitely different. It's not as fun. You with your teammates all the time in college, and the camaraderie is different. Pros, you practice, you go home, people have families, and you got a lot of downtime, just sitting in the house, So depending on what city you're in. But it's still great. You're doing what you love, you're getting paid, so it's still great to be playing.
And when you were playing, talk about what was different, the barriers, because maybe there was a certain language barrier or a certain style of play. Talk about what the challenges were for playing overseas.
Right. I think the challenge is this is just a different style of game. I was playing a lot more point guard overseas, so kind of was trying to round out my game and adjust my game to continue to move upwards. In the professional ranks. But just overall, like I said, just the style, it's a lot of flopping and just it's just different, the shorter shot clock, obviously playing professional. So it's just overall just a lot of different things, but it's great though, the experience was great.
So talk about what are you doing now here in New York and maybe in Michigan. What are you doing now?
I'm actually running a basketball training company back in Michigan now, and just started up and it's going well, working out some pros and some high school and college kids and little kids. So I'm really just back trying to see how the program is and then help the coaching staff out any way I can back home in Michigan if they need any players.
And one thing that was your strength was you were just a hard-nosed kid. You one defensive player, all defensive player, great outside shooter. Talk about how you bring your tough mentality, Michigan mentality, to other kids and try to make them better players.
I think that's the difference in a lot of players. So many people play basketball that you have to have something that gets you over the top, and I think having that edge to your game and having something to prove and just having that mindset constantly will give you that edge over a lot of players, that might not be more talented than you, but you want it more, so you're going to go after it a little harder.
Now, you had BD, Binns, Seabass, Kevin Anderson. You all came in together. Out of that group, do you have a story or something quick to say that was special about that group?
Oh, man, I love those guys like brothers, man. We went through the trenches together, building the program up, and not one thing special sticks out of my mind, but just our camaraderie and just the sweat and the blood and the tears and everything we just put into giving our all on this court right here and trying to get this program to a level where we knew we could get it to. Just those memories, it's not like I said not one, but they were always in my heart. It was great times.
And you were here at the game tonight. What do you think this Fordham Rams team or the teams in the future, how are they going to be able to get over the hump to get to that 18 and 12 point like you guys were back in the day?
I just think, this program hasn't had a lot of success, recently, and we kind of started it. And I just think, like I said, it goes back to having that edge. I think all of us came in my class, we all had something to prove, we felt like. And we just felt like these guys weren't better than us. The other teams in the conference, even though people were saying they were and, they were rated higher than us, we felt like we had something to prove. We just as good as these guys. We work harder. We're going to give our all, and we're going to do what we got to do to get it there. So I just think it's a hard nose, let's just do it, man up mentality. Like, we're just going to go out there and get it done, man. That's it, Just come together. So.
Totally agree with you. And last moment, favorite moment here. Mine, freshman year, corner 3 on the other side against URI to win it at the buzzer. What's yours?
Is that I have 2. That's definitely my number one. Just because I had come from a high school I really couldn't shoot the ball a lot. So when I came here and I started, doing well on the scoring wise, and that shot was just, kind of gave me my confidence. It kind of propelled me. And when we beat St. Joe's on that layup that I hit going to the hole, that was like a great memory for me. That was those times where I felt like, as a leader of the team, I could just step up and just show like that toughness that I had, and just those couple games just to get us over the hump. Those 1-2 wins is the difference between a 20-win season and a 14-win season. So I cherish those times where I'm like, this is my time. I got to get this shot in so we can win this game and just keep it going. So those are my main two.
And last thing, me and my brother want to ask you. We were ball boys during the time, and we were here mopping the floor. What would you grade our skill as ball boys?
First, I would grade you guys A+. Now, we coached you in camp.
That's true.
You were a little out of shape back then.
I was a little husky.
So I'd give you a B- back then, but you got better every camp. So you worked your butt off though at camp. So I give you that. But no, you guys did great, man. It's like good seeing you right now. You're doing a great thing, man, and looking good. So I'm just glad to see you. So yeah.
He's training me now as we speak. Thank you, Marcus, for being here. Appreciate it. Check out more stuff on the Sports Cycle.